Good evening, humans. Tyrannosaurusmoth here, and tonight we're taking a look at the Saurozoic Warriors Triax Skiver Nightlands version from Boss Fight Studio. Let's do this. Aesthetically speaking, this figure looks fantastic, and really, it's just a repaint of the original Triax Skiver we got in Wave 1 of Saurozoic Warriors, and I love this figure. It's one of my favorite figures from last year, and this is much more the same, just obviously very different colors. So same sculpt here, just got all that great detail work, and the armor's still got a little bit of metallic touch to it, and just kind of different color scheme. Probably the only thing I'm not a fan of color-wise really is this like kind of yellowish green, kind of pukey color. Just wasn't a fan of that on the Nightlands Brachion, and not really a fan of it here. Everything else I think looks absolutely fantastic, especially that kind of more kind of bone sort of tribal look to the the white paint, and yeah, I think that looks awesome. Everything else here is just much the same it was with the original release, and yeah, could not recommend it more really based on that. I mean, the eyes are actually probably the biggest difference here. They actually look bigger the way they did them, where here we got the red line kind of like tightens up that eye sculpt a little bit. Here it looks big and wide with that yellow, and then we get the red pupil, but other than that, like pretty much the same figure. Oh yeah, no, same figure. Even like shoulder pads the same, just everything's just painted differently, but it's very effective. So yeah, really cool looking figure. When it comes to accessories, once again, everything we saw with the original release, just different colors. So starting off, we do get these couple of kind of canister grenades. Again, great sculpt. Really like the nice bright silver they're using for these accessories. So you get the handle there and the pin, just very, very nice. Then we get the knife, and once again, just black and silver. This actually kind of brings out that sculpt a little bit better, especially in the handle with the grip. Really like that. Then we get the two sidearms, so we get the more modern looking one. You can see the nice, again, bright silver up here. Cleanly applied paint as well. Details there on the handle. Then we get the revolver style. Not quite as clean with the paint here, as you can see up top. It's just a little, I wouldn't say messy, but it's definitely not as sharp. And over here, it's definitely a little sharpened up. So that's nice. And then we get the axe. And here, even though I'm not a fan of this shade of like yellowish green, it definitely adds a bit of pop because I have the original axe here, so you can see that I actually like the dynamics of the aesthetics here as opposed to this, where it's just the black handle with the kind of bluish silver blade. But here we get that silver edge, which kind of makes it just look a little bit meaner. So yeah, really cool, and that will do it for accessories. Articulation is once again just an absolute joy. I love what they are doing with this line, especially with the kind of more straight up anthropomorphic forms, because I mean, perfect balance, nice tight joints, nice wide feet to get that balance as well. So freestanding kicks, as you can see. Our head is on a ball joint. We have a separate neck, or a neck. The neck is a separate piece as well. So we get all the up, all the down, all the tilt, all the rotation, just anywhere you want to go, it goes. We do have a mouth joint. So you can see they just kind of painted the tongue in there. Actually, it's something I didn't go over in the aesthetic section. So that, then we get hinge and swivel at the arms, get a perfect T. Of course, we get rotation there as well. We get hinge and swivel at the elbows as well, single jointed. So we get a rotation there. We do get hinge and swivel at the wrists, all horizontal. We get a ball joint here at the waist, and even with the armor, we get some really nice crunch, some fantastic arch back, and some side to side. So pretty much anywhere you want to go there. Rotation as well. Over the hips, almost full splits, beautiful. We do get perfect 90 front kicks. We get thigh rotation because of that ball joint. Single jointed knees, which unfortunately probably the only like not great part is not quite hitting 90 there. We do get rotation as well in that. Then we get almost perfect point, some decent forward, and some fantastic rocker. So that will do it for articulation. Getting into size comparisons, here he is with some other Saurozoic warriors. with some domestics, with some imports, with some monsters. Finally, with articulated icons, Oni and yours truly in human form as a Valorverse Action Force figure. So my final thoughts on the Saurozoic Warriors Triax Skiver Nightlands version from Boss Fight Studio is that this is an incredibly fun figure, just like the original release was. Again, just a different paint apps, and they definitely work. Again, I'm not much a fan of the like yellowish green. I like the kind of darker, more olive drab tone that we saw on the Nightlands version of Brachion, but this is still really cool overall. And yeah, absolutely recommend it. I mean, this whole line has been incredibly fun. Great articulation, great accessories, just, you know, the perfect marriage of like old school toy philosophy aesthetics and approach, and then modernized articulation, but not overdone. It's really a great line. So fully recommend. It is available from various online resources. So I will have a link or two in the description below for you to pick this up if you are so interested. That being said, I'm happy you're here, and I hope you found this review informative and some entertaining. And if you did, hope to see you back, because I do multiple reviews a week of action figures related to dinosaurs, monsters, pro wrestling, and more. So if any of that appeals to you, please come on back. Let's talk some beautiful plastic and just escape the world for a while. But at the end of the day, I hope you're well. Hope that all your toy dreams come true. And most importantly, I hope that you and yours stay weird, simians.